Welcome to Rappahannock Issues. I'm Tom Cohen.
And I'm David Kerr.
And we're going to be looking at topics that are of interest to our community, both regionally and to the state. Welcome to Rappahannock Issues. I'm Tom Cohen. I'm here at the State Fair of Virginia to see what is going to be happening this year at our annual event. With me is Greg Hicks, who is the Vice President of Communications. And so welcome, Greg.
Thank you, and welcome down to the fair.
It's great. It's a wonderful tradition in Virginia. So can you give us a little bit of history about the fair?
Sure. The State Fair of Virginia has been around since 1854, well before the Civil War was even fought. It started in Richmond's Monroe Park. This is, I think, the 160th year. A couple years it wasn't held because of the war, but it's moved around, and it's been mostly in Richmond, and it's been here at the Meadow Event Park in Caroline County for the past 7 years. This will be the 7th fair here since 2009.
Wow, and it's a large amount of land here, isn't it? About like 330 acres?
Yeah, 331 acres, and it's also the former home of Secretariat, the thoroughbred racehorse that won the Triple Crown in 1973, established all of those records.
Oh, right.
So it's got a historic designation on the state and national level here.
Cool. And then, so with the fair, are there any special traditions that they have at the fair that people who have come here regularly sort of look forward to and newbies can sort of grab onto?
Oh, absolutely. The Rosaires racing pigs are always one of the largest attractions here, and they race several times a day in a tent, and we have, standing room only crowds for that. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Neat. Okay, anything else?
Well, the food. A lot of the folks come out here especially for the fair food. The fried concoctions are always incredible. Every vendor here, most of the vendors are from, other parts of the country, and they, do the fair circuit. They're trying to outdo each other with different types of fair foods. And this year we've got a new item. It's the corn on the cob dipped in chocolate. So,
oh, wow.
But there are a number of those type of foods available.
Cool. And then they have different events or things that besides the pigs, but different people bring their livestock and etc.
Oh yeah, the 4-H and FFA shows. They're competing for scholarship money, showing their animals in a number of breeds, in different cattle breeds, swine breeds, just a number of different sheep and lamb, and they compete most days of the fair. They're heavier on weekends when they're actually competing. A lot of that going on. Of course, some families come for the rides with their children. There's a number of educational opportunities out here for agriculture. We've got Young McDonald's Farm right over here behind us, and there's a lot of farm animals there. You can go in there and try your hand at milking a cow. You can watch a cow being born in there. Some of them will be born during the event. And, baby ducklings sliding down a chute into water and having a great time. Kids love that.
Indeed. So, and there's on YouTube, there's all sorts of pictures of those ducks going up and down that on their own.
Yeah, absolutely. And, horse shows. We have the bacon eating contest this year, where half a pound of cooked bacon, whoever eats that the fastest will win the prize and get a year's supply of bacon from Smithfield Foods.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's going on.
Cool. And in the past, were there Was there any particular reason why they moved from more Richmondish over to here?
Well, the venue in Richmond was it'd been there a long time, and it wasn't large enough actually, and they sold it to the racetrack, the Richmond International Racetrack, because they wanted to expand. So that's the main reason they got out, and they found this beautiful property for sale and decided to move out here.
And Virginia has a pretty rich history of agriculture.
Oh yeah, Virginia. Agriculture started. America's start with agriculture happened in Jamestown, Virginia, in the colonial days. That's when the first tobacco was shipped back to England. And if it had not been for that, the colony may not have survived back in the early 1600s.
Right. And then, we've gone from tobacco to growing, corn and all the other things that just sort of make our area sort of stable. And you were saying that being in Caroline County is close to a lot of farm area, Spotsy and other areas like that.
Oh yeah, it really is. Caroline County's a big agricultural county, a lot of feed grains, some cattle and other things. We'll even have farmers markets out here for folks to shop while they're here. Several farms here nearby in Caroline County will be selling fall vegetables here during the fair.
Neat. And then just sort of asking if there were any special things that have ever happened at that. You mentioned about Secretariat being, from this area.
Well, a whole host of racehorses were raised here that won awards. In fact, Riva Ridge, the year before Secretariat won the Triple Crown, the racehorse Riva Ridge won 2 legs of the Triple Crown. So it has a strong history of producing champion racehorses here.
And a lot of the people who are, so the term is come here's, and people from Northern Virginia that come to our area aren't really aware of the great horse country and the horse history in Virginia.
I doubt that they are. And Virginia is one of the top 20 horse breeding states in the country. Just every kind of horse is here, from quarter horse to race horse, you name it, paint horse, all sorts of different types of horse breeds are raised here and enjoyed here in the state of Virginia.
Yeah, cool. So we're here, now make sure I get this right, we're in Caroline County, right off of 95. And the fair is from 10 to 9 on weekdays, Monday to Thursday, then on the weekends 10 to 10. And you have, basically they come in and they get to spend the whole day here for a certain,
They can stay here as long as they like, any day. Now, ride tickets are extra. They're not with the admission price. But, there's something for everybody here. Everyone can find something they like at the state fair.
And it's sort of, if I remember the different things about it, it's sort of a big cultural thing where people, just families come back together, or friends see each other for a long time. It's just a staple of Virginia where you come back and it's part of the nature of our area that people get to see old friends. And
it really is. It's a very Virginia tradition here, and it's iconic, and state fairs around the country are like that. But I think Virginia's is kind of special on this property and with what we offer.
Cool. We have less than a minute left, so as we're going to be looking into what we have going on this year in particular, besides those racing pigs, and they have all sorts of events and concerts and competitions, and as you said, some colleges are doing really interesting things. So we thank Greg Hicks for being here for our first segment, and we're going to be coming back and finding out some more about what you can get here at the fair this year. So come back after this break.